corrections volunteers get up very, very early in the morning in every kind of weather to make sure that we can do Stampede the way we do it. So let's hear it for all the extraordinary Stampede volunteers. And I have to tell you something. I've known Ruth Ann for a long time. We go way back. And she is the most poised person I've ever met. And I have never seen Ruth Ann all shook up as I saw her today. And I said, Ruth Ann, why are you so shook up? And it's because she was surprised this morning, because she was given this morning, maybe you all were here to see it, but she was given this morning her pin marking her 40th anniversary as a Stampede volunteer. That means she has been a volunteer longer than I've been alive, because I'm holding at 39. I also want to acknowledge that I've got my colleagues here today. First of all, I want to acknowledge a guy who just yesterday made a big announcement that he is not seeking re-election. So this is my first chance to say a special thank you to my colleague, Councillor Ward Sutherland, who has given so much of himself in service to the city, and we're all deeply grateful. Give us a wave, Ward. Councillor Sutherland also serves on the board of the Stampede, and it's been a busy year for us on that board. And then the other two, well, they want to stick around for a while, and it's up to you as to whether they get to stick around for a while. So I'd like to introduce you to my two colleagues who are both running for mayor. Councillor Jeremy Farkas is here, and Councillor Jeff Davison is here. Now, Ruth Ann, you always say that I have a minute for my speech, and I think I've always successfully finished up in about 45 seconds, right?
Nope, 45 seconds in speaking,
45 minutes, maybe. But since it's my last one, I do have a couple of things to say. And so I want to say to all of you, there's no sugarcoating it. This has been a terrible year. It's been a terrible year for so many of us. It's been a terrible year for kids in and out of school feeling like ping pong balls. It's been a terrible year for many of us who've lost our work or our employment. But for 700 of us in the city, it's been a terrible year because we've lost someone close to us. And so we've been through a lot. And while we are in a mood to celebrate and be optimistic, which is amazing, we should also do so in a way that honors what we've been through. And so with all of you today, I want you to just take a moment with me just to think about all that we've been through, to think about all that we've lost, to honor those that we've lost, but also to open our hearts to enormous gratitude because we got through it. And we got through it the way that we always get through things, which is together. So as we open our hearts and think about what we've lost, let's think about what we've gained. And let's in particular say an enormous thank you to all those essential workers, whether they're healthcare workers or grocery store clerks, whether they drive our buses or pick up the trash. We understood this year more than anything how those people get us through life together. So let's hear it for all the front line and all the essential service workers. So this year, I hope that those pancakes taste extra special because they got a special flavor in them. And the special flavor this year is hope, and it's optimism. And it's all about how we're going to turn the page to a better future. I don't want the best summer ever. We got a lot to get through before we get to that. And nor do I want to go back to normal. I want to go back to way better. I want to go to something even better for every single one of us. And that is what we hope we can do together. So, Jeremy, Jeff, you probably heard me say this before, but when you decided you wanted to run for mayor, you may have forgotten the most important part of the job, which is for 365 days a year, you get to be mayor with all the attendance stresses. But for 10 days of the year, which is mostly council members, but for 10 days of the year, you have an additional title, and that is you are Calgary's Yahooer in Chief. That is not to be confused with Chief Yahoo. That's the premier. So, I'm almost done. I can say things like that. So, and I would say it if he were here. I've said it about them many times, but in any case, so, on the count of 3, I don't know if Harry is still with us. We might have to do it ourselves, Ruth Ann.
Well, I think we can probably handle
I
it.
think
We've
we can
heard
do
it once or twice
We've
before.
done it. We've done it 143 times already. So, on the count of 3, I want to hear the biggest, loudest Yahoo you can muster. Remember, always Yahoo, never yeehaw. Why? Because I'm the mayor and I said so. So, I want you to Yahoo for all those frontline workers. I want you to Yahoo for those amazing Stampede volunteers. I want them to hear you way in the back. I want you to Yahoo for those we've lost. I want you to Yahoo for our Indigenous brothers and sisters and our new spirit of reconciliation. And I want you to Yahoo for yourselves. We've been through a lot together, and it's finally time for us to celebrate. So on the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yahoo! You know what, Ruth? That was pretty good.
That was darn good.
I'll give them an 8 out of 10.
You think they can do a 10?
You think you can do a 10? All right, one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yahoo!
I think they just
Happy
blew the
Stampede,
top off a
everyone.
10 there.
Sure did.
Thank you so much, Mayor Nenshi. Please give him a big hand, y'all. Please give him a big hand. And now, I'm sure you're ready to shake down those pancake syrup calories, are you? Oh, wait a minute.
Wait. I was reminded we forgot one thing. It's my last Stampede breakfast. So we need a great family photo. You in for it? Squish in. Everybody, come on in. I'm going to turn around and we're going to take an awesome photo from the stage.
Okay, good seats right here.
Yahoo!
Tapos na pala no. Pictures. Pictures time.
We're going to ask you all